Hey guys, Rex here. Yes, it is my giant bear. So today I have a crazy, awesome theory for you guys, and I call it crazy because it will be hard to believe at first. You gotta bear with me here. So we're talking about the bloodline of the Pirate King still living on. Yes, it was not just Ace. As we dig into it here, this theory holds a lot of merit, so you gotta just bear with me here. So in chapter 551, Porcus D. Rouge actually talks about how Goldie Roger had made the request that his son be named Ace, or if it was a daughter, she be named Anne. And what we're getting at here is the idea that Porcus D. Rouge was actually pregnant with twins, and that is why she was pregnant for 24 months, and she actually had a devil fruit making all of this possible. So the idea here is that Ace was born and she died during this, but she actually still had a little girl inside of her when she was pregnant. And sounds crazy, you guys, but her name was Anne. And what we're thinking about here is kind of the reverse of when Big Mom ate caramel and she kind of absorbed her devil fruit. What actually happened here is Porcus D. Rouge had this devil fruit, and when she died, it got passed on to the baby inside her, who is none other than Jewelry Bonney. So Porcus D. Rouge was able to manipulate her lifespan a little bit here, and then that got passed down to Jewelry Bonney. And before I lose you guys here, let's talk about some things, some good points to kind of back this up before I elaborate into a ton of extra points. So Jewelry Bonney was sad when Ace died. Why would this be a part of the story? Oda places these things for a reason here. And then she commands her crew that they have to go after him. And she's actually talking about Blackbeard because she's so mad that he ended up leading down to Ace's death, essentially. So interestingly enough here, there was actually a real-life pirate named Anne Bonny, and that is who Jewelry Bonney is actually based off of. So in this story, Anne Bonny got her execution delayed because she claimed that she was pregnant. So you see some ties here between Porcus D. Rouge and a delayed execution, the pregnancy. So there's this whole tie here, very interesting point. And then you look at how Goldie Roger was actually called Gold Roger. She's Jewelry Bonney, so jewelry and gold. So there's starting to see some of these ties here, some of these connections that could make this all possible. But I really want to point out that Oda places everything for a reason, and he loves to connect mythological ties or ties to real-life events that have happened in the past. So when we're looking at the fact that Ace and Anne was mentioned, he could have easily just said Ace in the story, but he says Ace and Anne. And it's kind of a foreshadowing, a super secret hidden background point from forever ago that there actually is a character living on with this bloodline named Anne. So now we move on to a different point, pretty strong here again. So Oda points out actually in SBS 68 that Jewelry Bonney is from the South Blue, and we know that this is where Porcus D. Rouge gave birth to Ace. So that's a pretty strong point here. Another cool part of this SBS is that he actually talks about how you're adding 2 years of age to people, but then he makes the point that Jewelry Bonney's age is actually just an estimate. So Oda's saying these things, he's kind of hiding things at the same time. It's awesome to dig into here. Also heard this point mentioned. It's pretty cool if you know Star Wars pretty well. There's Luke and Leia Skywalker and kind of how they were separated. Some people like to think this happened as well. So Ace was given down to Garp, and Anne might have actually been raised by Kuma, and this is why she has these strong ties to Kuma, all of these feelings. It's just kind of a fun idea to play around with as well. Some people also point out that Rouge actually looks so much like the Queen of the Sorbet Kingdom, and that actually might be some connection as to why Bonny herself looks this way. So that's kind of fun to dig into a little bit here. So Bonny herself is actually a character that has hardly been explained. We don't know a lot about her. She's got all kinds of loose ends going on here. It's important to look at how Oda has portrayed her with this good character. We look back in Saba Ondi, she tackles Zoro and kind of saves him from that situation. So she's this kind-hearted person, just like we saw Ace throughout the series. So I know this is a very strong theory to come on with here, but I personally believe in it. I actually think it would be amazing if Oda has some of these secrets come out towards the end of the series. It would help pull together One Piece series so well. I would love for the Pirate King's bloodline to be living on here. What do you guys think? So do you guys think that this theory holds merit? Also, we kind of brought up this reverse of Big Mom's devil fruit. How do you guys feel about Big Mom's amnesia and Mother Caramel, that whole theory? Rather than her just losing her amnesia from the water, there's the whole Mother Caramel died inside of her finally, or passed on when she was underwater. Have you guys thought about that? What do you guys think about that? Thanks so much for watching this video again, you guys. Subscribe down below, hit that little bell next to it. Thank you so much, and have a great day.